On this episode of Home Dad Chat,
They'll either have them or they won't. And for me, if my kids don't have every single one of their school supplies on day one, and that has happened every single year, we're always missing something. Like I said, that orange stupid notebook. Well,
yep,
here's one with a white cover and I wrote orange on it, and you can use that until you get an orange one. Okay. And the teachers, they laughed. And I'm like, look, this is all I got right now. And they were fine with it. They said they were out. I'll get one. I told them I'll get one in a couple of weeks as
I
soon as
got
I
a
find
better wait.
one.
I got a better idea for you. Go get some orange duct tape and just tape the covers front and back.
I
There
just
you
buy them
go.
all plain and tape the color on there. That's nice. That's a good idea. That is not a bad idea at all, really. I
I
don't know.
mean, it
My
works.
kids would be embarrassed, but it's very dad, in my opinion.
Welcome to Home Dad Chat, brought to you by the National At Home Dad Network. My name is Brock,
My name is Danny.
and we are here to talk about life as stay-at-home dads. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
No, I don't want much. I even love handmade crafts made of macaroni. Come on now, you should know me. Times I might eat too much. No worry about my weight. Got the dad bod rocking on me. Sketches on my feet. Cargo shorts look good on me. I'm a dad, that's what I do.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. Hope you're having a great day and had a great week. We are back in the saddle again behind the microphones to talk to you and distract you for the next 45 minutes or so. So strap in and let's go.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's
Let's go.
blinking
Yeah.
go.
This is episode
Because we,
275, by the way. That's a
yeah,
pretty big milestone for
right.
this podcast.
Yeah. I think for any podcast too. I mean,
True, yeah.
you do have people that are putting out stuff, let's say, every single day. And I've seen a few and I'm like, oh wow, I don't care if you have 1,000 episodes. They've all been bad. It's just been, what are you doing? But there are a lot of podcasts who never make it past their first year, never
Mm-hmm.
make it past even 50 episodes. And I'm kind of proud of that work. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I think it sounds easy when you're thinking about what we're going to do. Oh yeah, I'm just listening to Danny Brock talk. It's fine.
Yeah, right.
And it sounds easy. It really does. We'll just get together and talk. Let's just mansplain to each other. Cool. But there's one, the regularity of it. The fact that we have been here almost
Week
every
in and week out.
single week for 275 weeks. And I love being on this part of it. And we talk about, and once you get on, we start talking, it gets way better. But like that hill climb up to getting here and getting on the mic, getting my kids all where they need to be, and arranging everything at the same time every week, it's a job. I mean, it's tough. And
Yeah.
then beyond that, knowing what to talk about, trying to keep yourself focused. And then after that, all the stuff that you do behind the scenes, editing, publishing,
Yeah.
getting all the graphics and everything and all that stuff. It's a lot of work. And I'm not saying that, oh, poor us, we work so hard. I think we both love what we do. I
Oh,
think we
yeah.
really love it. But people need to understand 275 is remarkable. This is
Yeah.
something that
Especially to think
somebody
about the
should.
fact that I basically have edited all 275 episodes.
Hmm?
And I think that's the other thing. Like any podcast that's out there that is at that point, more times than not, has farmed out their editing to somebody
Yeah.
else. And we've just always done it. And not to be like all, oh, pats on back type of deal, but at the same time, I really enjoy doing that. Now, I would
Mhm.
love to be able to set up a live camera while I'm doing it because I will tell you most times more than not, I am not like just sitting there doing it the entire time. I'm running around doing everything else because, of course, we're dads and what's, oh, yeah, I get this. Oh, I got to go do this. Oh, my wife's asking me to do something. Okay, I got to go do that.
Mhm.
Oh, the kids are,
Yeah.
it's just one thing after another. It's like, okay, eventually I am going to get this finished. Like, for instance, I started editing the last podcast last night and I just got to a point where I looked at the clock and I was like, oh, it's 11:30. I can't do this anymore. I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna be dead tired and not have any energy at all for today. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's a labor of love for sure. I
Yeah.
think it's probably the definition of a labor of love. But at the same time too, I mean, to go 6 years and be able to have the connections that we've had with different dads and be able to talk about different topics has been really cool. So, and we'll be turning the corner and starting year 7 here in
Mm.
October. So, which is
Yeah.
just mind blowing.
Yeah.
So, and I'm looking forward to going to the convention and hopefully getting some things set up to where we can actually sit down and capture some of the conversations with different dads there too. I know that we've talked about that in years past. We did it in St. Louis, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to for the 30th to do that because I think there's going to be some people there that we haven't seen in a while that are going to
Hmm.
be stopping in. I think one person that I'm really excited to see that's been missing for a few years is Pat Jacobs is going to be
Just
there.
thinking that.
So,
Literally, that's what I was
yeah.
thinking. Yeah.
So definitely looking forward to grabbing him and chatting. But just all the different people. I'd sent out a email to Dr. Frank to see if we could get him to stop by too. The kind of the I would call him the wizard behind the curtain for
I was going to say,
starting.
you got to tell everybody who Dr. Frank is because I'm like,
Yeah.
heck yeah. But it's
Yeah,
because I've
Dr.
been here.
Frank, he's the psychologist who basically started bringing stay-at-home dads together in Chicago for a one day, just hey, let me pick your brain kind of thing, and doing some research. And it's basically what turned into what we have now, which is Home Dad Con. And
Mhm.
so he's the starting catalyst for the whole thing. We'll call him the godfather
Yeah.
of all this, really. And
Right.
so hopefully we hear back from him and he's able to just even stop in for a little bit. He did that for the 25th and came down to Cincinnati, and it was cool to get to meet him in person. So I'm hoping that being that we're right there in his backyard, if he wants to shoot down for just a lunch appearance or something like
Yeah.
that would
Just
be
come
really
by and
cool.
say, yeah, just say hi and let us shake his hand.
Yeah.
Because really, none of us would be doing this if it wasn't for him. I can't imagine how any organization like this would have happened without someone making that effort. So
Yeah.
he did good work. And then of course, all the dads that started out with him, which again, we're hoping for a few of the OGs to show up.
Yeah.
Hoping that we get people that have been a part of the organization for nearly 30 years.
Yeah.
It's very
So
cool.
so that's just kind of what's going on there. The other thing that is going on, and I think this is probably more what our listeners are really looking out for, is the start of school to kick back in here in the next few weeks. It's crazy to think that
It's
we're coming
on its
into
way.
yeah, yeah,
Just
right.
hold on. Hold on back there.
I see the blinker on the top of the school bus coming over the hill. Okay,
So
okay, kids,
close.
get ready. Yeah, school is getting ready to kick back here very soon. I know mine's the end of August. You said yours is the 1st of September,
September 1st.
right
Yeah.
after Labor Day, basically. Is that kind of the
Hmm.
idea? Yeah.
Yeah.
So getting to drop all that change on all the things that you need. I know I always tend to start by going through all of the supplies that we have around the house. I'm like, okay, like,
Right.
do I have any markers that we can use? Color pencils, whatever it is, that kind of thing. Folders is a good
Right.
reuse, honestly.
Folders and
Like
freaking notebooks. And they all have to
notebooks.
be a different color. Just and every year there's I don't know maybe y'all don't do this but the schools will do all right, so for your math you need a green one but for your science you need a black one and it's got to have a
Yeah.
matching folder and every year there's one color that I cannot find. Like
Yep.
when we moved here the first time, it was orange. I couldn't find an orange notebook to save my life. And I'm like, I'm not going to order a pack because I couldn't get one single orange notebook, right? Maybe two, whatever. But you'd have to get a pack of colors. I'm like, well, I don't need all the other colors.
Yeah.
But yeah, keeping track of it. And I don't do this. I'd say this is what other people should do. I have two boxes that just have a bunch of crap in them, and I'll have to go through and see what's left and what works. But yeah, having an idea of, hey, we already have these things going. I think that's a very good point, Brock. And then finding out if there's a sales tax holiday coming so you can
Yeah. That's
plan
the
it.
biggest one. I think too, utilizing the ability to shop online and pick up a Target type of deal where you maybe you don't have to do the full drive through because you know you're going to go in and have to probably find some other things, but to be able to go online and just do a straight pickup type of deal. And it's
Yeah,
like, okay, I can basically make sure I'm guaranteed these items and then can figure it out from there. So the
right.
Myers and the Targets and Walmarts and all those kind of places that you can basically set that up probably would in the long run save a lot of time and frustration. I'm going to
Yeah.
use it this year and see if that's the case because it's fun to go shopping with the kids. I enjoy it, but at the same time too, if we can make it less, I'm all for that.
Yeah. And I mean, I was going into the store the other day. I don't know, just pick up one little thing that we hadn't gotten or something. And a lady's coming out and she's got two kids and they're both needing a nap. And she's obviously needing a nap too. And they are just wailing and crying, and she's just pushing her cart to the car. And I'm going to get these kids and I'm done. And I'm like, oh, I have felt that so deeply, so many times. I felt like I should offer to help, but that's not a situation. You don't want some old guy coming up and ain't gonna help you with your children. If she knew me, it'd be different, but right, it'd be creepy otherwise. But just to come in with it, and I pull up, and they bring all my groceries out to me, and my kids just sit in the car. Now it's not as bad now because they're all at double digits, so it's a different experience. But the first time I did that, we went to the store and they loaded them in the back of the van, and I closed the door and got in, and the kids were like, "What happened? Why are we not going inside the store?" And because it takes too much time, we spend more money because the kids will ask for something. And either I get it for them or I listen to them whine about not getting it. And
Yeah.
sometimes for
Yeah.
my sanity, fine, here's a Kinder Egg. Shut up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, right. You're okay. I our kids are very yeah, Kinder. Oh, I need a kid. I need to get a Kinder egg. Can we have a Kinder egg? Oh my goodness. Kinder egg. What the
Right.
heck, dude? Seriously.
Right. And it's not that impressive. I mean,
I don't
you know what?
know. I don't know. Have you seen the newest ones though? Because they've gotten to the point where they're doing mini Funko Pop ones.
Oh,
And
nice. No, I haven't seen
so
those.
we've found Harry Potter ones, which are really cool. And now they've come
Yeah,
out with the Stranger Things
of
ones.
course.
And it's not just what they've done is actually they've done a regular world and the upside down, and they actually connect each other by the feet. And then they're
Nice.
like a keychain.
That's cool.
I'm like, bravo. Seriously, way to just not only draw the kids in, but parents who love that show too. I'm like, oh my goodness. But yeah, Kinder Eggs, good Lord. I tell you, it used to just be like, can I have some nerds or can I have some gum? And now it's every time, can I get a Kinder Egg?
Yeah.
Which is wild too, because like I've been to Germany and Kinder is very popular over there. And it's so wild to see how that product came to America and they were like, they knew exactly what they were doing. They infiltrated the candy and toy world in a way that I
Right.
think only like Mattel could have ever dreamed of doing something along those lines.
Right.
It's wild. Oh, but yeah, no. So back to school coming in, all the shopping, like you were talking about, there's going to be tax-free weekends and whatnot coming up for a lot of the different states and things like that. Man, I tell you what, take advantage of that. Like you don't realize like tax-free, you have even two kids and you're buying stuff, you can easily rack up a good $100 in taxes from just
Hmm.
the things that you buy, and to not have to pay that, that's that is money saved for other things. And just yeah, so take full advantage of that because I mean you can do it on clothing, you can do it on school supplies, like that's everything. Like school, if you're somebody that you're not really doing like for us, we have uniforms that the kids wear for their school, but
Oh,
if
yeah.
you get if you're just all right, we got to buy new wardrobes kind of thing. I mean, we always have to go get, of course, shoes.
Hmm.
Take your shoes, you
Of
wear them through
course.
the summer and they're destroyed, and it's like,
Yeah,
all right, you need a new pair of shoes for the school year. So
that's
you make
right.
that happen. I mean, that's a big purchase usually because shoes aren't cheap, and you want something that's going to last. So that's probably the bigger one. And then just everything is getting more expensive in different ways, and that's just the world. Like if you think back
Well,
to
yeah.
when we were kids, the price of things is less than what it is now. That's just inflation. That's how it works. I mean, it's not like you can go in and buy a candy for a penny like you used to be able to do back in grandma's days. And
Can't buy
now,
anything for a penny.
no, you really can't.
They're
So,
gone.
and that's kind of like the one thing to realize. Yes, things are getting more expensive, but at the same time, too, it's just that's just sort of the tick of the world and how things work. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. Well, also too, so depending on what grade your kids are going into, they need something that maybe they didn't need previously. I know there was at one point, it was like I had to buy a pro tractor because I didn't have one of those in the house.
Yeah.
And luckily, I was able to track down. Now, here's the thing. If you live in an area where there's like a buy nothing group on Facebook or something that you can get a part of in your neighborhood or whatever, I highly recommend it because you run into things like, oh, I need a T85 Texas Instrument calculator, graphing calculator. And you're like, for 1 year, I have to have this thing in the house or whatever, or maybe 2 years or whatever.
Mhm.
Like, I really don't want to go out and spend $100 on a freaking calculator because
Yeah.
that's the thing. But if you have one, if you're a part of one of those buy nothing groups, you can just put in the thing and say, "Hey, I'm in search of this." You would be surprised the people who are like, "Let me go check my junk drawer. I bet I got one in there."
Yep.
And 9 times out of 10, they do. And the only thing you have to do is replace the battery. That's it. It's that
Hmm.
simple. And that's what I did that when Hezekiah got to that point where he needed one. I'm like, this went on there. I'm like, I need a Texas Instrument calculator. Who's got one? And like literally 5 minutes later, somebody's like pinging me. They're like, "Hey, I got one. I'll leave it on the front porch for you." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Thank you,
Nice.
fantastic." They're like, "I'll even clean it up a little bit for you. It's got some
Hmm.
things on it. It's been sitting in a drawer." I'm like, "That's great."
Yeah. And as they get older too, of course, a lot of things they need changes. I mean, it's like my high schooler, and I will say I'm still supporting my college student for a lot of things as much as we can. And they both just need, I don't know, notebooks and some mechanical pencils. I'm like, you don't have a
Oh,
list? No, there's no list at high school for us. There's just no, you just bring what you need and we'll figure it out. I'm like, that's cool and easier, but I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I have not done my job in this. But the neatest thing I think is because most of them, especially once they get into high school, they'll have some kind of device. They'll have a mobile phone, they'll have something. So on your mobile, you get an app that does all the calculations you need. You do a full graphing, and by that time, they'll let you. But if you're in middle school or junior high or upper elementary when you need this, they demand you must have that calculator. We have a device. I want to see that calculator so that I can look at what your child is doing, and everybody's exactly the same because I'm teaching them to know how to do this. So in order to teach everybody at once, I have to do it on that specific device. And that was a little annoying to me, but I get it because they're teaching 20, 30 people at the same time. They need very uniform things. But I love that once they get a little bit older, they can just, no, I've got everything I need. I've got a magical window into all the knowledge of the entire universe that we know right here in my hand.
yeah.
And that includes now a graphing calculator.
I mean,
That's
in
I love
college,
it.
definitely. I think in high school, it's probably a little more difficult just because technology, a lot of times there are technology rules and things like that. So they're not really allowing phones in the rooms and stuff like that,
Hmm.
or at your desk type of deal. But so it just kind of depends on school by school or whatever. So that's really just kind of comes down to bad apples. One bad
Kids
apple's got it.
won't
Yeah,
stop
right.
playing. Well,
Right.
the interesting thing for me, which is great, is Wisconsin doesn't have a tax-free holiday.
Oh, you guys just don't pay taxes at all?
No, we always pay taxes. There's no, hey, you're getting school supplies. There is a bill in the works that basically if it's $100 or less, you don't have to pay sales tax on it or something like that. And I'm like, I okay. But I don't know all the specifics of the bill, but we don't have that. So we're gonna have to
Okay.
pay full price here, which that happens. It is what it is. Our school system is good. So there we go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say. But I'm
Yeah.
probably going to go this year if I can, and I think I'll be able to. We put it in the budget to where I can go to Costco and buy some more bulk stuff because one, I
Okay.
do have four kids and they all need copy paper or lined paper or whatever. You all need pencils. This is a thing that I can buy in bulk and get. And then also to offer that to some of the people locally. Granted, it's some paper, it's some pencils. It's not anything huge, but just to say, hey, I got you on this part. I went ahead and picked up 20 of them when I only needed four. So who can use the other ones? I don't know how well it's going to work out because I haven't really budgeted it all the way through, but it's my idea because I know a lot of people are struggling and we're old and we've sacrificed a lot to get where we're at so we can buy some extra paper and stuff for people.
Oh, I just Googled this. Also, too, you can actually buy stuff on Amazon during that
Hmm.
tax and pay for it during those tax-free times, and it's tax-free.
Really?
Like their software, yeah, because their software will know that you're in a state that's doing a tax-free
Nice.
thing. And
That's cool.
so, yeah, so you can actually utilize that as well. I was wondering that when you were sitting there talking about like, my state doesn't have tax free, and I'm like, oh, and I just was like, I wonder if there's even a way to just do online because, and there is, you can totally do that. So keep that in mind as well. Like you can tax free and maybe even free shipping. Boom, double
Right.
whammy there. So
Yeah. And then it just shows up. You don't even have to go to the store. And
yeah,
you
right.
don't
No
have
kidding.
to fight all the other parents that are looking for that freaking box of glue sticks or whatever. And just like I hate that. I'm not going to go in there and push my way through people to get some school supplies. They'll either have them or they won't. And for me, if my kids don't have every single one of their school supplies on day one, and that has happened every single year, we're always missing something. Like I said, that orange stupid notebook. Well,
Yep.
here's one with a white cover, and I wrote orange on it, and you can use that until you get an orange one, okay? And the teachers, they laughed, and I'm like, look, this is all I got right now, and they were fine with it. They said they were out. I'll get one. I told them I'll get one in a couple of weeks as
I
soon as
got
I
a better
find
wait.
one.
I got a better idea for you. Go get some orange duct tape and just tape the covers front and back.
I
There
just
you
buy
go.
them all plain and tape the color on there. That's nice. That's a good idea. That is not a bad idea at all, really. I
I
don't know.
mean, it
My
works.
kids would be embarrassed, but it's very dad, in my opinion. That's very dad. Well, we couldn't find an orange one, so I just put orange duct tape on it. You're fine. It's blaze orange. You can see it from anywhere. I know, Dad. All of my friends can see it.
Paper bag covers, and then you can just draw to your heart's
Yeah.
content on those bad
Yeah.
boys.
Oh, man. I miss making paper bag covers for my school books.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
why. That was just so much fun for me, and I don't know why. I mean, like, I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I miss that we don't have that. I
I
don't
had
get to.
teachers, I had teachers in middle school that actually they had you bring in paper bags and they were like, "We'll show you how to do it" and everything like that. And so, because their part of it
Yeah.
was like you could doodle on that stuff if you wanted to, and it was no big deal. And the textbook stayed crisp and
Yeah.
everything. And it
Made
was such
notes
a
on the back and
yeah, it was such a smart thing to be able to do. And then, of course, if you filled it up, you knew exactly how to make another one and keep going at
right.
it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, those were the days. That and the S. You gotta
Yes, I do remember those. I never made one, but I remember them.
the Diamond S.
Yeah.
Oh, so nostalgia stuff. Speaking of nostalgia kind of things, I saw recently where like one the Savannah Bananas were at Wrigley Field, and I know you're not
Nice.
a big sports person,
Yeah. I'm
but
aware of who they are though. Yeah.
yeah, but they typically will bring in specific celebrities and things like that, or former players who are connected with the city. And they brought in Henry Rosengartner's character from Rookie of the Year.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
they basically kind of played out the scenario, the whole scene of him coming and everything. It was hilarious. But yeah, if you're somebody who's a fan of baseball movies and that kind of thing, it was quite well done. And
Yeah.
they used clips from the movie, like the soundtracks, to actually be in there along with the actors grown up now. So that was really
Nice.
cool to see that. And then I saw recently too, because San Diego had its Comic-Con. And of course, there were all kinds of big announcements out there. They had the cast for the new Spaceballs movie,
Cool. Yeah.
and they literally had Rick Moranis walking around in Lord Helmet.
Yep. Darth Helmet. Did you see the joke they were making about being Spaceballs cinematic universe instead of the MCU, the SCU?
Oh
And
gosh.
they have screens like, and they have 50-foot screens. There's probably projectors all the way around the entire room, big old
Wow.
convention room, and it starts at the back, and it goes through this huge progression of all these little extra movies, and Barf gets his own movie, and Darth Helmet gets his own, and just all of these things. And of course, it's a joke, but it's that Spaceballs. The lunchbox, Spaceballs, the toilet paper,
Yep.
the big thing that everything is merchandising.
Merchandising. Yep.
And it was great. It
Little
was good to see
Schwartz
him too.
McQueen.
Our favorite at-home dad.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. So they actually had guys that were combing the audience literally in the space ball helmet thing with the comb and stuff. And
Nice, nice.
that was
Oh
really
yeah.
funny. I didn't realize this. I was listening to an interview with the guy who does the voice for Wacko, Yakko, and Dot from. He's actually the guy who apparently says something about, "Yes, sir, we're combing the desert right now looking for them. Have we found anything yet?" And the guy's like, "We ain't found shit."
I didn't
So
know that guy did the voices of
he
Yakko and
just
Dot.
he apparently yeah, he was so the
That's
guy
hilarious.
who did that, yeah, because
That's Tuvok from Star Trek. Oh crap! The one where they're flung off to the Voyager. Oh, I'm sorry, my Star Trek friends. I'm so sorry. But he plays a Vulcan in Star Trek as well.
okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. It's who is it? Is it Wacko Warrior? Oh, that's not the same person I'm thinking of. I thought it was a different person, but anyway.
Oh,
Oh,
come on, we can't be putting out.
Rob Paulson. That's who I'm talking about. That's Rob Paulson is the voice of Pinky and the Brain and those guys. So
Yeah.
he's done all those voices over the years. But anyway, yeah, so there was all that going on, which I thought was pretty funny. And then they did the announcement of the cast for Doomsday and all the different
Yeah.
people there. And out of the cast, Ryan Reynolds shows up to Comic-Con in a blue jean Deadpool costume, which by the way was a phenomenal looking costume. I was
Yeah.
like, this is so cool. And nobody knew who the heck he was. He's walking through Comic-Con taking pictures with everybody, not saying who he is and not
And he's
really.
got the badge too. He's got just a
Yeah,
normal
yeah, no
person's
one.
badge. Yeah.
Yeah, and then walks in, and of course it was all staged, and Downey Jr. sees him up on stage, and they have a whole interaction of things, and basically him being sad that he didn't get asked to be
Yeah.
in the
Yeah. He's like,
Doomsday
so
movie.
when does shooting start?
When does
And
shooting start?
Downey
Yeah.
Jr.'s, it's in the can, brother. We're done. Oh, so there won't be any chance for additional action scenes, maybe a sword fight or something, or whatever. He said it was like, yeah, that's so sad. Sorry,
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, you're our favorite, but
I did hear though that they were bringing back, I believe it's Rebecca, I can't think of her name. She played Mystique in the X-Men movies. She's coming back in it because they're gonna
Rebecca
have.
Romaine Stamos,
That's who it is.
I
Yes.
believe.
Yeah. So she's actually reprising her role as Mystique for the Doomsday movie. So I
Good.
I've seen the preview for that movie is very just grabs you by the throat and be like, you're gonna sit and watch this movie. And everything about it, I'm just like, this is gonna be flipping fantastic.
I'm going to watch Captain America and Chris Evans be a dad.
Oh, yes.
That's yeah, I don't know what happens. I don't know what's in. I don't know the story, but I've seen enough. I'm like, oh my God, yes, I want to see Captain America, one of the most badass human beings on the planet, pick up a baby and go, oh, let me help you change your diaper or whatever. Just be understand how caring for someone is strong.
Yeah.
I just come on, please, Hollywood, please give us that understanding that men don't have to be unemotional and strong, silent type. That you can be a badass and still love babies.
Yep. So that's so I yeah, I'm looking forward to that movie when it comes out.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna be
gonna be
pretty
good.
awesome. And then of course, when this episode comes out, the first of the Marvel movies will hit for this year, which is Spider-Man. Um,
Yeah,
that comes
also a
out,
good look.
and that's gonna be awesome. He's whenever if whenever they have kids, Tom's gonna be an amazing dad too. I saw where
Oh, I agree.
there was a red carpet. There's a red carpet clip that's out right now where this little girl, she's the most adorable thing, comes up and is talking to him, and there's this whole scene where I guess one of the main songs in the movie. They end up basically performing it live with a whole bunch of different people, like musicians coming out of all
Nice.
over the place. And it's so neat to watch, honestly. But the way he interacts with this little girl, just basically, if you weren't a fan of Tom Holland, you will be after you watch this clip because he's just so gentle with her. And of course, it's funny you read all the comments and all the girls are swooning in there. They're like, he's gonna make a great girl dad someday. So, but it's stuff like that where you're like, okay, it's so neat to see these Hollywood actors and actresses do these things and how they act, how they're interacting with people and stuff. So, yeah, lots of great movies coming out.
The Odyssey.
Yes, the Odyssey. There's been a lot of conversation in Discord recently about the Odyssey. Tom Holland's in that as well.
Yep.
And that I'm very interested in that movie. I've actually heard quite a few people taking their kids to it. They've actually sat through the full 3 hours and watched it and really
Hmm.
enjoyed it. I definitely want to go see it on the big screen myself. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it looks to be a great movie. And again, that Tom Holland, I think, plays what's his name,
He plays
Telemachus,
the son.
the
He plays
son.
the
Yeah,
son. Yeah.
and when he left, his son was an infant.
Yep.
I mean, he's never seen his child. And his child grows up with a room full of suitors who are trying to take over the kingdom and trying to steal his mom, basically. And him
Yep.
having to push against that throughout his whole life with just the memory of his dad. He not even an actual the stories about his dad.
Well,
Like, oh,
I'll
this
tell
is
you
what my
this.
dad was like, so I know this is going to happen. It's really interesting, that part of it.
If you really want to get your kids interested in maybe going to see that, they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to go see that or whatever. There is a fantastic podcast that my kids and I listen to from National Geographic called Greeking Out.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
I
like
love it.
10, they've got 10 seasons, and they're fantastic short clips that are perfect for listening to while in the car going into and
Agreed.
from places. And man, the amount of information and entertainment and just my kids just ate every episode up. Loved it. We laughed. We talked about all kinds of different things, of course. With the Odyssey coming out, they're really excited about it. Percy Jackson is getting ready to come out with a new season in November. And so
Hmm.
that connects with this as well, which was really cool. It was actually really funny at church yesterday. They were talking about Paul and Barnabas preaching around, and there was one place where they went to where there was a miracle that took place, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, Zeus and Hermes have come down again from up above, because there's a story in the Roman culture of Zeus and Hermes coming down and being humans and being mistreated, actually, except for one person. So it all kind of fit in there. And I told the kids, I was like, don't go to Sunday school. I was like, you want to listen to this sermon because it's going to hit with a lot of the stuff. And they were just like, oh, that was cool. The connections there and things. So, yeah, Greeking Out, man. It's a Nat Geo Kids podcast and super awesome. And I love the fact that it's not one of those annoying kids podcasts where you're just like, oh, stop. It's kids just rambling on. No, this is actually adults talking, and
Yeah.
it's super great. It's literally one guy and somebody who is playing the Oracle or an
Yeah.
AI type
Yeah.
Oracle
An AI
thing.
type Oracle. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
so
almost robot voice. She does pretty good too.
yeah, she does. So that's yeah. So if you want to get your kids interested in possibly watching that movie with you and understanding it even a little bit on a deeper level, it's definitely the one to check out for sure. That's all I got for today, man.
Well, I have one addition, one tiny thing, which
Yeah,
probably
do it.
won't, doesn't matter to our audience specifically, but today is my nephew's birthday. So, hi, Cinder. If you ever hear this, happy birthday. But more importantly, my daughter Jamie turned 17 today.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I'm just going to say she hasn't talked to me in about 2.5, 3 months now. And we're hoping that'll work its way out by the time school starts, but it's breaking my heart. But as we do, I said, what are your expectations for your birthday? And she wouldn't tell me. But eventually we got around to the fact that she doesn't care if we get a cake. We can if we want to. She doesn't want a party, but she'd like $100. And I'm like,
Okay.
and that's it. That's okay. Because I don't have to buy, you don't want a present, you don't want a card, you don't want anything. And happy birthday, Jamie. And I hope it's a wonderful birthday and really miss you. Just gonna say. And that's it for me.
All right. Well, hey, thanks again for listening to the show. Please share and leave a comment. We love interacting with our audience when we get the opportunity to do that. So, but other than that, we will talk to you all next week.
Good night, everybody.
I'm a dad, that's what I do.